Media.
What drives you? What inspires you? Let's ignite your why. Welcome back to Ignite Your Why podcast. I'm your host, Austin T. Gullett, and we're here to have genuine conversations with authentic people to help amplify their voice and figure out what ignites the why. Man, sorry for yelling if you're using headphones, but damn, it's been a long time, and I'm so fucking happy to be back. And I just am smiling ear to ear because I haven't said that intro in over a year, y'all. It's been that long. Man, I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I survived because this podcast has always been my safe place, a place for me to be authentically open and honest with my experiences in life and just getting able to connect with other people. I'm a connector, so bringing this back is bringing me so much life and so much joy. And I'm so excited for season 8. I have so many amazing people lined up to be on this podcast. We're going to have a multitude of episodes, whether it's a solo episode with me, a brand new guest, a returning guest for a Where Are They Now episode. And I'm just excited to bring content back to you guys. Like, I'm so pumped. But there has been so much that has happened over this last year. Kind of wanted to take this time to catch up with you all so you kind of know what I've been doing the last 365 almost. A lot has changed. If you are watching this on YouTube, you will see that I have a different wall. I moved to a new apartment. I do miss my blue wall. I know I said this in one of my solo episodes, but I feel like that blue wall was like an identity. And it's like, ugh, what do I do without it? But it really is not that deep. I got over it. It is what it is. That's my motto. But besides moving, I started a new job. I am now a head athletic director at a local high school here, and I'm super blessed and super fortunate to be able to have this role. I feel my journey in the sports industry has been very up and down. Let's say that I have been told no a lot of times. And I think one thing in life is just getting that no is always hard. And it's not always the no that has the biggest impact. It's how you react to that no. Because it's easy to get a no and be discouraged and be disappointed. And I think those are common feelings to have when you're told no. But what you do after is the most important aspect because you can fold and you can just be like, fuck this. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Or you can be like, nah, like this isn't the right time for me. I feel like God has a purpose for everyone and timing is everything. And I was so patient with this. I did a interim role 2 times before I got this job. So it was kind of like, when is my time? I guess third time's the charm. Um, but it's been a journey. I think year 1 has been a learning experience for me. Um, Very emotionally draining, but I love my job. Like, let's not get it wrong. I love working with kids. I love being able to provide them equitable opportunities, and my kids always come first. I will always say that my kids always come first. I have about 600 of them, and I love them to death. But I've started I'm starting to notice that I need to take time for myself. I always pour into other people and I pour and pour and pour, but I'm not pouring into my own cup and it's draining me so much. And I'm trying not to cry just thinking about it because I never truly process my emotions a lot. I kind of just go to avoid. Don't be like me. Avoiding gets you absolutely nowhere because it's all going to catch up to you eventually and you're going to have to address it. You're going to have to face it. And I think that's a lot of times this is when burnout happens. Is when you're just mentally drained. But a part of that for me has felt like I felt like alone a lot in this process. Um not to knock on like the people who've been there for me or helped me along the way. Like I do appreciate that, but I don't think people truly understand the shit I've gone through this year as a first year AD. It's been a lot. I've been on the go nonstop, working about 60 to 70 hours a week since July. That is insane. But I love my job and I love my kids and I would do anything for them. But I also have to take care of myself and I'm learning that. As a first year athletic director, I have an interim principal. So it's an interesting dynamic. I love my interim principal to death. She is amazing. And I honestly don't think I would have gotten through this year without her, just because having someone that I can relate to, someone who gets it, because this is her first year as well. Like, we've been through some shit. Like, let's be real. Let's keep it real. Like, from starting a new job and having new people in charge and trying to figure it out and taking over a job of a person who unfortunately like committed suicide. So knowing that and not having the resources that they had and kind of really figuring this shit out by yourself is hard. Yes, there's people I can ask questions for. Yes, there's people I can just vent to, but I don't think people truly understand what I'm going through. We had a shooting outside of our school this year. There was a fight at a basketball game, and it was just a lot. And I think from the fall and the negativity that was kind of around our school, I worked so hard to change the narrative, and I did a damn good job. Not gonna lie to you. We went viral on TikTok. We had different news articles, different news segments, and it was amazing and it was exhausting at the same time. But that's just who I am. I have a kid first mentality, and I want people to view my kids in a positive way. And I did whatever I could to make that happen. And it's just been a lot. Let's just say that. But I'm not gonna talk about my job the whole time because I think that's all I do. But I have still been going to therapy. I think that's been very helpful for me. Um, Maybe need to start going a little bit more. But it's been a very good outlet for me, a way for me to express how I'm feeling, dealing with the things as they're happening. But I think sometimes when you have shit that's going on so frequently in your life, you forget to not forget to, but you don't get the opportunity to work on the traumatic experiences you've experienced years ago, right? I think a lot of my traumatic and trauma from my childhood to college to my adult life, a lot of that hasn't been addressed. I know the things I struggled with. I've talked about them on this podcast, whether that was suffering from epilepsy as a child, being a victim of sexual assault, or just simply self image and body image and self confidence. I've talked about all of those things, and trust is another one. I have a whole episode on trust issues, so go check it out. But like I've been through some shit throughout life, and I think that's the thing is I'm at a place where I feel alone, um, but I know I'm not alone, and I'm trying to just like continue to push forward. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I am tired. I'm emotionally drained. I just don't have a ton of energy, but I still put a smile on my face every single day and pretend that nothing is wrong with me. And I think that's the problem is I've gotten so good at it that people don't realize. And I think it's one of those things where I just I don't know how to really explain it. I just feel like I'm just living and I'm trying to push through this storm and I just don't know like what I need. I don't know what that thing that's gonna help me just like, all right, we got this. Whether it's trying to hang out with my friends more often, I'm trying to do this podcast. I'm trying to do more things for me. I think that's where I've gotten lost is I've lost my not I wouldn't say my purpose because I know what my purpose is, but I lost like the joy of doing things for myself. because I've always been working and working and working, that it's like, what am I doing for me? Nothing. And that's so sad that like I let this job basically consume my whole life. And that's not okay. I feel like I can still do my job and still find time to take care of myself. And that's one thing that I'm going to work on moving forward. As a second year AD coming up, like going into year two, I know that I need to prioritize myself, my mental health, my family, my relationships, my friends. Like, I need to have time for those people instead of constantly indulging myself in work. Because work is always going to be there. I think that's the thing. And I think that's the sad part about this all is we get so caught up in trying to be the best and do the best that sometimes we lose sight on what matters the most, and that's ourselves. Like I have to realize that I matter, and I do. Like I do know that, and I know I need to make these changes, and it's going to happen. I think that's the thing. Um, like I said, it's been a journey. I'll say that, but I'm so freaking happy that I decided to pull the mic back out and do this again. I think I had a ton of anxiety going into it. I was nervous. I wasn't sure that like people would be receptive of this coming back. I didn't know how people would feel. Again, but I'm doing this for myself. I'm not doing this for other people. I think this is me taking control of my life again and doing stuff that I love to do. And I love to do this. I love being able to talk to you all. I love being able to connect with other people and just share people's stories because I said this multiple times on this podcast that every person has a story and every person's story matters. No matter what you're going through or who you're going out with or whatever, it doesn't matter, right? But you're like I feel like I just contradicted myself there. I don't know what I was trying to say. I lost my train of thought. But as I was saying, is like everyone has a story, and that story matters. Whether you think it matters or not, it does. And I think a lot of the times, what I see doing this podcast is I reach out to people and they're like, ugh, I'm not interesting. Yes, you are. You are important and you matter. And everything you've been through has a purpose. And with that purpose, and just by sharing your story, you have no idea who you can touch. Just by sharing your story, as long as you touch one person and you make an impact in one person's life, then you did your job because you don't know what other people are going through. You could have an experience that you think that no one else is going through, but someone out there could be listening and be like, damn, I relate so much to that and it helps them. Knowing that, it just brings me so much joy because I've heard people have those conversations with me and had people reach out and be like, oh my gosh, I love that guest because I can relate to them. And that is the joy of this because yes, this is for me, but it's also for you. And I think that's the beauty of it all is everyone is important and everyone's story matters. And I think I'm just oh, we've had over 100 episodes and it just makes me so happy to know that like we put content out there that's meaningful, that's life changing, and it's just exciting. And I'm excited to continue it. Excited to have a season 8, which is so insane. 8 seasons is wild. We didn't get a proper season 7 finale because I was just kind of like, peace. Um, but I promise you, I'm gonna be more consistent. We have a new episode going to come out every single Monday. Yes, we're changing our days from Thursdays to Mondays because we want you to ignite your week the right way by listening to Ignite Your Why. So make sure you tune in every single Monday. Episodes will drop at 6 a.m. They'll be available on all audio platforms and even on YouTube. We have an exciting lineup for you all. We have a combination of solo episodes with me, new guest, returning guest. It's gonna be a show, and you do not want to miss it. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss it because it's going to be worth it. And honestly, y'all, I think there's not much more that I really want to talk about today. Just that I'm excited to bring this podcast back. I'm excited to be with my family. You guys are my family, and I love you guys to death because you guys give me so much life, and I'm just excited. I can't say that enough. Like, I cannot wait. You guys do not want to miss this season, so it put it in your calendars. I'm telling you, every Monday we're gonna have a bomb ass episode, and you guys do not want to miss it. But make sure you give us a follow on all social media platforms at Ignyte Your Y. So we're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, you name it, we're there. So make sure you give us a follow. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you turn the post notifications on so you don't miss a single episode. I love you guys so, so much, and I'm looking forward to spending time with you every single week. I love you again. Remember, find your purpose, ignite your why, and I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.